All right.
Hold up your inmate name number.
So are you starting after we hold them up, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're good.
Okay. Bang, boom, pop, crack. When we hear those sounds, they're just simply sounds that concern us, but we don't really do anything about them. When a veteran hears those sounds, they get a bunch of flashbacks, and that's when their PTSD becomes triggered. According to military medicine, between 12% and 24% of veterans returning from Iraq and 6% to 12% of veterans returning from Afghanistan have been diagnosed with PTSD. Today I'm going to begin by telling you what exactly PTSD is, as well as some of the things that may trigger PTSD of our veterans. I am also going to give you some tips as to how you're able to help a loved one with PTSD. I'm going to start out by telling you what exactly PTSD is. PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder. According to the U.S. Department of Veterans Association, PTSD is a mental illness that a person can experience after a traumatic event, such as combat. Best Practices in Mental Health, Chicago informs, PTSD is the most common mental health diagnosis for veterans. Now you may be curious as to what exactly triggers the PTSD in veterans that have returned home. There are quite a bit of things that trigger PTSD, but I'm just going to tell you a few. Simple daily tasks are a big part of what causes the triggering process. Basic tasks like working on vehicles, running a washing machine, having the fan on, or an alarm clock going off is a major effect of triggering of PTSD. Believe it or not, something as simple as opening a door can give a veteran a flashback to a battlefield. While we get to live a normal daily life, veterans are always on the lookout for things or sounds that could potentially trigger a flashback. I've now told you what PTSD is and its triggers. Lastly, I'll explain to you how to help a loved one through it. Helping a family member or friend with PTSD may seem impossible, but if you're able to help them cope, it'll make their life 10 times better. There are multiple ways to help a veteran with PTSD, but today I'm only going to share a few with you that I learned from the U.S. Department of Veterans Association. First and foremost, be a listening. Make sure that you're always a listening ear if they need someone to talk to or vent, no matter the time of day. Second, be patient with them if they experience a harmless episode of anger or irritability. Give them time to apologize for their actions, as they more than likely do not mean it. They could just be experiencing a flashback. Third, help them make a plan or agenda. Having an agenda will help them stay focused and concentrated. Fourth, make sure you're always encouraging to this person. They may always seem down and out, as they often have the battlefield on their mind. But if you have an encouraging attitude, it'll help them little by little every day. Fifth, when they have these episodes, make sure to be helpful with reminding them that these are flashbacks and they're just memories and it's not happening right now. Lastly, make sure to encourage them to use the resources in or around their town or state, because that may be very helpful to them. Now, I know some of this may seem impossible to you for all these things to happen, but it is real. We have many veterans battling PTSD today, especially with all the deployments that have been occurring. Be a helping friend or family member. Make sure that they know that there are ways to help cope and you're always there. If you take anything away from this, be sure to remember that you don't know what's inside of their mind, and always just lend a helping hand anywhere you can. And this is just a little, if they're going through a crisis, there's like a special number for just the veterans. That is all I have.
All right.